Hi friends, today our topic is Dwdm. And Cwdm. Cwdm is a wavelength multiplexing technology used in city and access network. It uses 18 channels with wavelengths between 1270 nanometer and 610 nanometer. The channel spacing the channel spacing is 20 nanometer, which allows for the use of cost-effective lasers. Cwdm has several advantages, including lower power consumption, smaller space requirements, can use SMF or MF cable, can use LEDs or lasers for power. However, Cwdm also has some disadvantages, including less capacity than Dwdm, less range, regeneration versus amplification. O&M functions are not carrier class. Cwdm connectivity is limited to 70 km only, while Dwdm can transmit up to 80 km and more. DCM stands for Dispersion Compensation Module. It is also known as Dispersion Compensation Fiber (DCF). DCMs are used in DWDM networks to provide fixed chromatic dispersion compensation. DWDM stands for Dense Wavelength Division Multiplexing. It's an optical fiber multiplexing technology that increases the bandwidth of fiber networks. DWDM combines data signals from different sources over a single pair of optical fibers, while maintaining complete separation of the data streams. DCMs are connected in series on the single signal optical path. They are generally used at the receive end for compensation. DCMs are available in 5 km increments. You can be placed They can be placed between two amplifiers to minimize the optical signal to noise ratio, SNR, and cost impact of additional amplification. DWDM is suitable for long distance and high capacity networks such as backbone or core networks. WDM is suitable for short distance and low capacity networks such as metro or access networks. Cwdm is a wavelength multiplexing technology used in city and access networks. It uses 18 channels with wavelengths between 1270 nanometer and 1610 nanometer. The channel spacing is 20 nanometer, which allows for the use of cost-effective lasers. Cwdm has several advantages, including lower power consumption, smaller space requirements, can use SMF or fiber or MMF cable, can use LEDs or lasers for power. However, Cwdm also has some disadvantages, including less capacity than Dwdm, less range, regeneration versus amplification. OA and M functions are not carrier class. Cwdm connectivity is limited to 70 km, while Dwdm can transmit up to 80 km. DCM stands for Dispersion Compensation Module. It's also known as Dispersion Compensation Fiber (DCF). DCMs are used in DWDM networks to provide fixed chromatic dispersion compensation. DWDM stands for Dense Wavelength Division Multiplexing. It's an optical fiber multiplexing technology that increases the bandwidth of fiber networks. Dwdm combines data signals from different sources over a single pair of optical fibers while maintaining the complete separation of the data streams. These systems are connected in series on the signal optical path. They are generally used at the receive end for compensation. DCMs are available in 5 km increments. They can be placed between two amplifiers to minimize the optical signal noise ratio, SNR, and cost impact of additional amplification. DWDM is suitable for long distance and high capacity networks such as backbone or core networks. WDM is suitable for short distance and low capacity networks such as metro or access networks. A super channel is a development in dense wavelength division multiplexing DWDM that combines multiple optical carriers to create a unified channel with a higher data rate. Super channels use multi-subcarrier mode to convert a high-speed baseband data signal into multiple low-speed signals. These signals are then modulated into multiple subcarriers, which are combined into a larger bandwidth optical channel for unified signal transmission. Super channels enable many narrow-spaced wavelengths to be tested into one CWDM, core CWDM, or DWDM channel at rates up to 10 Gbps. The creation of a unified channel of a higher data rate, the use of a single operational cycle to bring the channel into service. Super channels can potentially offer an ideal solution to the problem of increasing optical net transfer capacity beyond 100 Gbps. The more carriers in a super channel, the simpler the transmission, the better the optical performance. Cable and Wireless was the first announced customer win for a super channel WDM system in March 2012. A 512 Gbps super channel has been transmitted in a single 100 GHz ITU slot over a terrestrial network segment of 280 km. DWDM is a technology that uses multi-wavelength transmitter. However, optic cable uses DWDM to power the global internet. There are around 380 underwater cables in operation around the world, spanning a length of 1.2 million kilometers. A typical submarine communication cable has a diameter of 17 mm for deep water cable to 70 mm for heavily armored cable in a shallower water. Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft owned or leased more than half of the unused and undersea bandwidth in 2018. Currently, Google owns 6 active submarine cables and plans to have 8 more ready within 2 years. A superchannel is a development in dense audio and visual multiplexing Dwdm that combines multiple optical cutters to create a unified channel with a higher data rate. Superchannels use multi-subcarrier mode to convert a high-speed baseband data signals into multiple low-speed signals. These signals are then modulated into multiple subcarriers, which are combined into a larger bandwidth optical channel for unified signal transmission. Superchannels enable many narrow-speed wavelengths to be nested into one Cwdm, coarse Wdm, or Dwdm channel at rates up to 10 Gbps. The creation of a unified channel of a higher data rate. The use of a single operational cycle to bring the channel into service. Superchannels can potentially offer an ideal solution to the problem of increasing optical transport capacity beyond 100 Gbps. The more carriers in a superchannel, the simpler the electronics and the better the optical performance. Cable and wireless was the first announced customer win for a superchannel WDM system in March 2012. Cable and wireless. A 512 Gbps superchannel has been transmitted in a single 100 GHz ITU slot over a terrestrial network segment of 280 km. Dense wavelength division multiplexing (Dwdm) is a technology that uses multiple wavelengths to transmit data. Fiber optic cables use Dwdm to power the global internet. There are around 380 underwater cables in operation around the world, spanning a length of over 1.2 million kilometers. A typical submarine communication cable has a diameter of 17 mm for deep water cable to 17 mm for heavily armed cable in shallower water. Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft owned or leased more than half of the undersea bandwidth in 2018. Currently, Google alone owns 6 active submarine cables and plans to have 8 more ready within 2 years. Some important news. India surprised world with development of indigenous 4G 5G tech in short term. Department of Telecom. India surprised world with development of indigenous 4G 5G technology in short time. India's 5G rollout is among the fastest in the world. The speed of broadband has increased many folds, but the tariffs have been reduced to the lowest. India has the second largest telecom network. Government wants India's telecom service to remain most affordable in the entire world. Vaishnav. Government wants India's telecom service to remain most affordable in the entire world. Vaishnav. Vaishnav said that BSNL is rolling out a 4G network which will be ramped up after Diwali and later upgraded to 5G network. Jio to be a competitive Satcom player in India. Use of must be used for 2G to 4G handset transition. Matthew Woman Page. Jio to be a competitive Satcom player in India, use of must be used for 2G to 4G handset transition. Matthew Oman. Jio is partnering with SES to access the latest medium Earth orbit (MEO) satellite technology capable of delivering gigabit fiber-like services from space. The satellite network will also support additional capacity for mobile backhaul, further enhancing the ability and scale of Jio 5G in the remotest parts of the country. India surprised world with development of indigenous 4G 5G technology in short time. Government wants India's telecom service to remain most affordable in the entire world. Vaishnav, Jio to be a competitive Satcom player in India. Use of must be used for 2G to 4G handset transition. Matthew Oman. Thank you. Thank you.